Hello, I'm Brian Tree. Today, I'm going to make a film review for Birdman. So, let's talk about the background. It is created by Inalero. It's released by August 27, 2014. The time it takes is 2 hours. The country it takes is in United States. The language is used in English. And the reward have Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Sound Mixing, Best Cinematography, Best Supporting Actress, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Sound Editing. So let's talk about the main point for starting Birdman. In Birdman, the director tracks the efforts of Regan, a one-time star of Summer Temples, who attempts to construct a comeback by placing all of his resources in a single Broadway basket with his own adaptation of Raymond Carver's What We Talk About When We Talk About Love. Within the first minute of the film, we are introduced to Regan at his seat cross-legged, hovering 4 feet above his dressing room floor in a meditation state. So, right off the bat, audiences are informed that this isn't just another Hollywood production about the film industry's destructive nature, which is my own fault. Throughout the film, Regan moves object with his mind, almost kills a terrible actor in his play by causing a lightning rig to fall and showers through the city on imaginary wings in the middle of the movie, all the while an off-screen voice of his young self, as Birdman is egging him on, acting as his shouted devil as he pushes the aging actor into a spiral of self-destruction and despair, which led him fall into a real devil. The use of magical realism is most effective because these amazing feats of telekinesis are simply in the background and do not pull away from the storyline or the characterizations created in the tale. Yes, it appears that Regan has supernatural ability, but that does not affect his rocky relationship with his hot mess of a daughter. His on the edge on again, off again girlfriend, Laura, or his disgust with maddening method actor, Mike. And that's why I call it badass because he's another reason for making Regan into a real devil. This and at the end of the story, this works beautifully in misleading me, who doesn't know until the last minute if Regan is crazy or indeed a hero of his own making, or he chose his death to be his end from falling from the buildings. Yet, the magic is definitely a player in the tale, unlike films like Emily, which use magic realism moments to help define the world-trust world in which the characters inhabit. The magic in Birdman is used to signify a turning point for Regan, his breaking point when he is given in completely to the voices in his head and his abilities. And now I'm going to talk about the cinematography, which is earned in Oscars prizes from this movie. This film's cinematography is one of the high points of Birdman. It is itself part of the story. Emmanuel Lubitsky has done another masterwork, and this time he created an illusion that the whole film was shot in one long take. Also, a metaphor for life doesn't have cuts and giving us a glimpse of riches metaphorically, where every performance happens in one go. He received the 87th nomination of his career for Best Achievement in Cinematography. This one shot thing is something he mastered in this great scheme from Children of Men, which is from his previous um, previous works. Yeah. And last but not least, my conclusion. First of all, I think it is totally a dark movie. Why do I say so? I think it is the ending that makes me think so. At last, although the movie hasn't shown Reagan dead or not, they show Reagan has fallen from the building. And yeah, because this is not a superhero movie with a superpower in the movie's background, I think that's the true ending for this movie. Although the magical realism used in this movie, not like others such as Marvel movies, Iron Man, Spider-Man, really shows another form of magical realism to me, which is the epistemological form of this Birdman. And yeah, that's my conclusion for this movie. And yeah, and that's the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening.